Alright guys, so instead of doing a breakdown of the video itself, which we've all seen by now, we've seen the trailer at least 20 times, some of us seen 30, etc, etc and stuff. I think what I want to do is talk about what I want to see and ask you guys some questions about what you care about, what would you like to see and stuff like that. Questions like, who's going to be in the new roster? Because I don't feel like most of the characters that we've seen from Tekken 7, the DLC characters, I don't think they're coming back. Personally, because they're just DLCs. I mean, it could be that they could come back. I don't know why they would. I mean, Mortal Kombat has some DLC characters. They haven't come back into their games. I just figured that it was just for Tekken 7. Like, is Akuma going to stay? Is Geese going to stay? Those two would be more likely to stay than any of the other DLC characters. Like, why would Noctis still be a Tekken character, a Final Fantasy character, even if they work together? So, stuff like that. And are the characters going to be diverse again? Like, are we going to get another Shaheen type character? Maybe more black people characters, white people. We got a lot of Asians already mixed all around the world. And it's cool and whatever, but I think most of the characters I would like to see stay are just the ones that are really important to the story. And then, are they going to do story justice? What I mean by that, are side characters going to get their stories like done correctly? Like, some characters have repeat stories of like, oh, my family was hurt, blah 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 blah. Jin either killed my family or fucking Kazuya killed my family. Like, stop being a fucking baby. Like, that happens, alright? When you're in the Tekken universe, it sucks. You're not like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. It is what it is. You know what they're capable of. And then why are you challenging people who can transform into demons? But neither here nor there. And is the roster going to be like big or small? I would prefer small. I don't know about you guys if you want a lot of characters. It would. I'm not talking about in the small of a sense of like 20 characters, but maybe like 25, 30. I feel like that's small enough, but still a lot of characters for everybody to play. Okay, so to break down further on rival stories, like we've seen in the trailer in the start of when Jin and Kazuya hits each other, they punch each other's fist, and it made me think the way they were talking. It's kind of like how Injustice or Mortal Kombat's gonna have like their type of dialogue right before they get into the fight, which would be dope. I mean, obviously we've seen like from Tekken 7, Tekken 6, obviously they talk to each other, but it's like it's never like a diss or like an epic startup. And if you've ever played Naruto Storm 4, they have like this clash and then a little hit right before. So I kind of like what they did with Kazuya and Jin hitting each other like that, and then right into the start of the battle. That's really dope. I'm hoping though, what I mean by rival story, I'm talking about like, I would love to see Horing in the game and Jin fight, and they actually have like a whole dialogue that like it makes sense to them. Like when I recently watched the Tekken Bloodline anime on Netflix, I liked the way they did their characters. Like it felt like it was true to the story. They were rivals, and when they fought each other, you know, they were talking heavy, but not like oh, I'm gonna kill you heavy, but just like it made sense for the fight. You know what I mean? Because in Tekken 7, some of the stories were just not done right, dude. I hurt for that. Like Horing getting his shit rocked because he tried to say Devil Jin. First off, this Devil Jin is not getting hurt by a grenade. What devil you know is getting hurt by human technology? You better stop. But aside from that, or like we got Shaheen's story or Katharina's story, those are fucking letdowns. Like, if you're gonna have the Mishima Saga story and then be like, alright, now you got a whole bunch of side character stories, but it's just like one fight, but with somewhat dialogue, I don't know. I do think though in the Mishima story, I know it was all about Kazuya and Heihachi, and it was a final battle and stuff like that, and they used Akuma in the game. I really wish they would have used more of like large powers, and I wish Jin didn't have to sit out in the story. It was like, what the fuck is? Come on, bro. Every story, you use the devil's power, you lose control. You're supposed to be dead. You're not dead. Like, bro, you should be used to this now. Tank it. You done got shot up by Heihachi. Survived that. Fucking, you done punched Azel in the goddamn head. Survived that. Like, come on, bro. You could have been used. But Tekken 8, I'm looking forward to see his story, how it plays out. I wonder if it's going to jump right into it, not into it. I don't know. We don't know. But I'm going to enjoy it. So, I'm just hoping they have a proper story that's just going to be like, have replay value, if that makes any sense. And I hope in the story they're going to have like epic dialogue. I hope the music for these rival stories or rival battle stories are going to be great. Okay, let's get into another part of the story. Something I kind of want to talk about is, if you guys remember Tekken 6, they had this campaign mode where you could move around it like a JRPG, but like plus fighting style. It's kind of hard to explain. I'll put a video in clip for you guys to see. But it wasn't. I know people talk about the story was shit, but I don't know if they mean like the campaign itself was shit or just the story of the campaign and how it was done was shit. I think. I don't even know what to really say. I think they could have really done some of the characters in that story way more justice for it to be like, oh yeah, this is cool. I don't think the mechanics of the campaign people think are stupid, but do you think they're going to try something similar to that in Tekken 8 or leave it to just like how Tekken 7 was? Or are we going to get something uniquely different for Tekken 8 that just makes so much sense? Because it would be dope to see something new. But I wouldn't mind if they just tell you a story and then you go to a battle, tell you a story, go to a battle, see cutscene, battle, cutscene, battle, some type of mini game, and then battle. Like, I didn't mind Tekken 7's story. I played it like 3 times. Never beat Akuma because that was on some bullshit, but I've seen people beat it, so I just kind of want to see, like, how they're going to do that. Also, in the story, you think they're going to use certain characters to be played against only in the story, like how Tekken 5 did Jinpachi? Or do you think they're going to bring back characters that should be either dead or not dead technically? Because honestly, when you think about it, I've heard so much about certain characters dying, like they say Kazuya killed Bruce, but I don't remember ever seeing that. I might be wrong about that, but from all the I started with Tekken 5, and then I played Tekken 6, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, which is really not canon to the story, and I played Tekken 7. Nowhere did I hear about Bruce dying, but apparently that's a thing, I guess. I don't know, I might have missed that. It might be in one of those side story for Tekken 7. But with that being said, I wouldn't mind seeing like if like Fakuram would take the place of Bruce, genetically mutated with all the abilities that Bruce had, but just modified to be better. Maybe he's got like some devil gene equipped in him that doesn't like really transform him or affect him, but that would be nice to see. But like, let me stay on track here. Would you guys want it that way, where like in Tekken 6 you had Azel as like the final boss, but you can't really play with him unless you modded him into the game? Or do you guys want it to be like, I only want all the characters that's in that list to be either in the story and it to make a lot of sense? Also, would you like to see story as a co-op if they decide to do anything like Tekken 6 campaign mode? And would you like to see another Tekken Force come back, but also as the story? Like, in the story, they got a Tekken Force mode that's like kind of dope. Like, I'm just kind of thinking, like, how could they mix this up? What would they do that'd be new? What's game changing about it? Because like I said, we've all seen it, and Tekken 8 looks so good. and it's gonna get even better because that's not even the final product. I gotta watch it again just to make sure. I'm gonna be incorrect about that. Things I want to see corrected. Rage arts. I can't really stand them. It's like it's not bad. It's not a bad mechanic. It's just it's annoying sometimes. Like rage arts has their place. Like it's really up and down for me specifically. Now the reason why I say I want to see it corrected is because some people, when you're beating them, and just say okay they're in rage, they have the option to do rage art. Let me wait, time it. That's usually most players. But I'm talking about like for the casuals, like I'm somewhat in between. Because I love Tekken, I've been playing for a long time. But for like the casuals, like it's kind of BS. Let me elaborate. You're winning a fight, but you both are low on HP. All you're gonna do is deal that final blow to your opponent, and then bam, rage art. Wake up, rage art. Like, what? And now you lost. The opponent got to come back. Everybody's sharing him on. Blah, blah, blah. Now he's the coolest person on earth. Now I wish what they would do for it is like changed it to the effects of like how power crushes are. Like we know power crushes were put in the game for those who like spammed you with moves. Now you got certain power crush, which I hope they like change that up too. Certain characters had really shitty power crush. Like I really hope power crushes just become like new moves, but like understandable new moves. I don't like how they made certain people's combo list a power crush. That's retarded. Like Horing's fucking what'd you call it? 3 into 4, I think it is, on right flamingo stance, the spinning one, or when he does that combo, little spinning back kick, or like for example, what's another one? Or like Devil Jin's fucking his power crush is the fucking him doing that ogre shit. What? No. That's a shitty power crush. Like some characters have overpowered power crush, and then you got fucking Devil Jin's power crush. And yeah, he's got I think he's still got the down one. I haven't played Devil Jin in a while, but to speak on it, it's like, yo, some people have 2 power crush. I think some have 3, and some have just 1. And let's just say the power crush are not fucking fair for every character. I think they should really make a new move and be like, that's our power crush, and that something we can understand. Oh yeah, and you know you could make them mid. I do like that some characters power crush are high, some are mid. Mid, I don't think mid should be even power crush. I think it should just be low and highs. Specifically, why I'm saying that is because certain mid power crush can really fuck you up. Like Zafina's power crush, that launcher. And then she get like, I don't know why it's safe. Like, Zafina player can do it twice and catch you before you hit, and you're just like, what the fuck? Why is that power crush? That shit doesn't make sense. So I hope they really like fix that and rage arts, because I don't like, what I don't like about rage arts is that you can slow down time, and that's pretty like dumb. That's fucking dumb. Give it the same effects like power crush. That would make way more sense to me. Or they can do it like how rage drives are. What I like about rage drives is they can be interrupted, they can be dodged, and you can use them in a combo. That within itself is a good mechanic right there. It doesn't stop the flow of battle. Rage arts need heavy adjustments, and I know they're going to bring it back. It would be stupid not to bring it back because I think a lot of people like it. So taking my personal feelings out of it, it would be pretty dumb for them not to put it back in. But I would hope and I pray they change it up to where it makes sense. Also, certain range arts kind of last a little too long. I don't know if anybody's ever felt this way, but certain rage arts be like, damn, can you end already? Like, you're already beat my ass. Calm down. And would you guys like to see like multiple rage arts? Like specifically maybe in a customization? I don't know if they're gonna bring customization. I wouldn't care if they brought customization, but like, you know how certain characters have certain customizations you can put on now their rage arts change. I think like King and Lars has that. Would you guys like to see something like that for every character, or just as I'm saying, do you even agree that rage art should be changed in a way somewhat similar to rage drive, interrupted easily, doesn't make you get to come back as easily as some people do not deserve? I mean, I don't know specifically. I didn't really look this up, but if you guys know, please write it down in the comment for me. Were rage arts even specifically used for like pro players, or was this a mechanic built for casuals playing against who just didn't know? It just, like, I'm a little confused. It doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? But with that being said, I would like to also see. Now I could talk about that dodge mechanic that they have in the Tekken 8 trailer that we saw when Jin used his electric and electric with hook fist. And Kazuya dodging, you see it goes through him, but it's not a block, it's more like a whiff. You think they're gonna expand on whiff mechanics? Like when you whiff, now you get punished. Because some characters, and if you're a real Tekken player and you play like almost every day, there were some times where characters whiffed and you were like, oh yeah, oh, that's an easy punish right there. But then they get to combo you again? What? That doesn't make sense. You can't just whiff and then, like, I'm not talking about like a move list that has more hits into it. I'm talking about like, it's a one hit move list and they whiff, yet they still get to hit you with a combo. You can press 1 or 2, 10 frame jab. Like, it doesn't make any sense. That, I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, maybe I'm just like a trash ass Tekken player, but maybe you might agree, maybe you might not. Write down in the comments, maybe you could explain to me where I'm wrong about this. But yeah, I would like to see more revamped on what's already there. Plus, I want to see more of the new stuff. Like I said, I don't know too much, but I will be reading it. I've already watched a lot of videos anyway on it, and I got the gist of what Harada is saying. I just can't wait till they put out new character designs. Look dope. I gotta say, it looks fucking Krispy Kreme donut dope, bro. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, just to conclude, like what I want to see, and I'm gonna ask you guys some questions too, and I hope you write down in the comment and share your opinions too for whoever watches this. Is from what we saw so far, we saw the I'm not gonna sugarcoat it combo. We've seen some of the old classic move lists from both of them. We've seen certain moves now have pushback. Is that going to be the main theme of Tekken 8? Is a lot of moves having pushback and you use that to your advantage? Also, Tekken 7, when they had Season 5 or Season 4 5.0 come out and they add the new wall tactic, do you think that was just an experiment? Like, it's not the full detail, or you think that was just to keep us something called? It's not going to be in Tekken 8. It's going to be something way different, but similar to that mechanic, but just way different. You think that's why they're doing a lot more pushbacks on certain moves? Or you think because, like how I said, it started from the ground up, like he threw away everything, the model, all of that from Tekken 7 and all previous generations of how you get hit and whatnot, and just said, fuck it, it's a ground up game. We're building it different. It's gonna be revolutionary. Probably didn't say that, but blah blah blah. You understand what I mean? Do you think combo moves? No, not combo. Move list itself. Do you think it's gonna be short? Do you think there's gonna be the same amount, like 100 moves in somebody's list? Some people have 200, some have 75. Or do you think it's gonna be balanced where everybody's got like, hey, everybody's got 100 moves. They're changing the way combos work. You're not gonna just launch, combo, juggle, finish, maybe get wall splat, finishing combo on the wall. Or do you think it's gonna be like a lot more bigger map area where it's just less wall stage maps? Or do you think it's gonna be a variety of all of them again? Because I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I would like to see a little change in the move list. I would like to see more new moves, like how Tekken 6 kind of started off with adding a lot of new stuff. When I was a Tekken 5 player, in general, me playing, it was like going from Tekken 5 to Tekken 6 was so fucking awkward But after a while, I picked it up pretty well and got done with the juggling system. The bound, that was creative to me. I just adjusted. I know most players do just adjust. Some players don't like that stuff. They want that, like, oh, fuck the juggling, bring it back to like how Tekken 5 was. Blah blah. You think they're gonna have something like that? A mix of both, less combos, so the game probably lasts longer, maybe fun. I don't know. You guys tell me. I would like to hear your guys' opinions on it and whatnot. But I appreciate you guys watching my videos. Like I said, my name is Young Buck. I'll be running amok off this video. Appreciate you.